from me.
$67,811.19 to be very specific.
You're making the big move.
Hey, Scotty, how you doing? No, whatever.
Guam Cable TV proudly presents live high school football. From the George Washington High School field in Manilao, it's IFL 89.
IFL football is brought to you in part by Micmar, distributors of Power Burst Energy Drink. Moylan's Insurance, home of the good guys and gals. Pacific Tire, committed to your tire needs. Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company, the Pacific's choice. The University of Guam, leading through excellence. Benson Guam, your building materials supplier and home improvement center. The Carpet Store, and RCA, Guam's #1 long-distance company.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to George Washington Field, where tonight we have what you could call a doozy of a ball game, a battle of unbeatens. 3-0 George Washington against 3-0 Simon Sanchez. And joining me with tonight's telecast is Max Slavitt from the cable newsroom. And Max, we've got a great ball game on tap here.
Not only a great ball game, but a beautiful night for football. Perfect weather here, nice and cool, a little breeze and no rain.
All right, you can see right now they're out deciding who's going to kick off and who's going to receive. We're just moments away from this big clash in the IFL 89 season, the one everybody's been waiting for. We're going to come take a break, and we'll be right back with the opening kickoff in just a moment.
Power Burst. It's everywhere an athlete competes. Be a part of a winning team. Join Super Bowl winners Joe Montana, Roger Craig, and others. Enjoy the taste of victory with Power Burst, the advanced performance beverage. Victory never tasted so good. Exclusively distributed by Micmar.
Hi, I'm Kurt Moreland. Welcome to Moreland's Insurance. You probably recognize our location in the Gannon Shopping Center, but did you know we have a new location in Dededo? Come on, I'll give you a tour. Our office manager is Nancy Tan. She's your commercial insurance specialist. Or see Lori for all your homeowners, automobile, mortgage insurance needs. We're easy to find in the Satina Mall, across from Domino's Pizza. Moreland's Insurance, home of the good guys and gals.
Boy, have I had an exciting day. I've been painting with Colony paint. I always use Colony so it'll look good for a long, long time.
Benson Guam is your Colony Paint headquarters with a full selection of your favorite colors. It's durable, it's dependable, it's Colony Paint, and available at Benson Guam.
Colony always looks so good, I should go out and celebrate. But then I'd miss watching it dry. Heck, that's the best part.
Benson Guam, building materials supplier and home improvement center. The University of Guam is the major institution of higher education in the Western Pacific because UOG continues to lead through excellence. Our campus boasts complete educational facilities, including the Colleges of Arts and Science, Education, Agriculture, and Life Sciences and Computer Center. With the Marine Lab, Micronesian Area Research Center, and RFK Library to enhance our program, UOG offers you the opportunity to excel in your chosen field. UOG, your university leading through excellence.
Tired of those long gas lines and your dirty car? Automasters Mobile is here to help. Our new Super Service Station is the largest and most modern facility on Guam, featuring full service and self-service lanes. You'll also find a 24-hour...
We're ready for the kickoff, and it would be George Washington kicking to Simon Sanchez. So the Sharks will get the first opportunity on offense. There's the kick.
It's a low drive, fumbles a little.
To number 42, it's Pangilinan, and he carries it out to about the 37-yard line. So a good start for Sanchez. They'll take over from the 37-yard line. Let's take a look at their offense. Starting at quarterback will be Mike Gordon. Big threat in the backfield, so he can throw the ball. Also in the backfield will be Benji Pangilinan, we believe, and Daryl O'Shira. At least that was the starting lineup we were given before game time. Bernard Uggan will be at one end, Rex Bell at the other. The guard, Kevin Rivera and Edward Artero. Roger Ruiz at center, and Richard Meno at the tackle. So they come out. Sanchez, 1st and 10, will make it the 35 now. Gordon in a deep set. Pangilinan in motion. And right off the bat, it looks like we got a penalty before anything started. Max, I think it was on the Geckos. I believe the right side.
That's right. They're moving them back.
We have a dead ball foul. Encroachment, white. First down.
Dead ball foul, encroachment. You hear it. So right off the bat, Sanchez gets a break, and they'll line it up. First down and 5 now from the 40-yard line. Same play, it looks like. Pangilinan in motion. Screen pass over to Pangilinan, and it goes off his head.
And still have a couple people, and he thought he could run for daylight with it.
Goes off his head, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, so that'll set up second down and 10 from the 35. It's the same play that they were going to run the first time, but because of the penalty, they ran it again, and looked as if Pangilinan wasn't ready for it. Both teams, as I said, 3-0. Should be a tough defensive battle, although both of these teams can score points and score at will. At least they have against their opponents so far this season. Pangilinan once again in motion. Gordon looking to pass, and incomplete. He had a couple of wide receivers wide open, but it went incomplete, so that'll set up third down and 5 yards to go. So right off the bat, Sanchez comes out throwing the football, and Max, maybe they want to score early.
I guess so. That's an interesting offensive setup there too, with only one man back. What other opportunities does that open up for him?
Well, Sanchez is very creative. They don't show you many of the same sets. At least they haven't so far in the season. You never know what they're going to run. They sometimes, I guess what they call it, they have a 3-quarterback set. They can snap the ball to any one of the backs.
It's sort of like a real shark. You never know when it's coming, I guess.
Yeah. Gordon under center, third down and 5. He gets the handoff. Pangilinan fighting for some extra yards, but I believe he fumbled.
Well, there's another flag up in the air there too, Marty.
He coughed that ball up, but it was recovered there by number 16, Daryl Oshiro. But there is a flag on the play, and it looks like it will be against Sanchez. So now the Geckos will have the option of making it third down or fourth down and 5, or they can move them back 5 yards. Here's the call.
He'll tell us what it is right now.
Illegal procedure, numbering violation, decline, fourth down.
So it will be declined, and that means that Sanchez will have to kick it, and the Geckos will get their first chance on offense, providing a fake here or something like that.
Yeah, well, look, not a real impressive defense, but not an impressive offense either is what stopped them, it seems.
Back for the Geckos, one of their big offensive threats, Danny Cepeda. He's the short man. There's the punt.
Oh, beautiful kick.
And it goes to Cepeda, and he'll let it go. And that'll bounce down inside the 5. And it just rolls into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback, and the Geckos will start from 1st and 20. No score in this big clash between unbeatens. We'll be back. The ball game as they'll take it 1st and 10 at the 20. Quickly, a quarterback, Robert Antalan. At half, Ed Guerrero and Joe Aguero. And at the fullback, Joe Leon Guerrero. Strong running game for the Geckos. Antalan with the pitch. It goes to Ed Guerrero, and he brings it out for no gain. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. Stingy defense here. If no team has really been able to move on either one of these teams all season, Max. So it's hard to say, but, you know, both teams can score a lot of points. So we'll have to wait and see.
And there's some good-sized folks out there on that defensive line, too. Tough to get through.
The Sanchez has got a big defensive line. It'll be 2nd down and 11 from the 19. Antalan back, gives the handoff. And stacked up for no gain there. That's number 20, Joe Aguero.
These Shark fans right underneath us are pretty wired up about their defense here tonight.
Yeah, both teams will be wired up for this game. Battle of unbeatens, 3-0, so there's a lot riding on this game for both.
Actually, they pulled him down, I think, Marty, just about the same spot as that previous tackle there.
We'll call it maybe a loss of 1. We'll call it 3rd down and 12 now for the Geckos. We'll see if they go to the air for this one. No, it's the handoff. It goes to Guerrero, and he is brought down for not nearly enough, not what they need for the first down. He brings it out, pick up of about 6 yards. So it is going to be 4th down, and it looks like the Geckos will be forced to punt it. So neither team able to drive in their first chances.
Looks like a pretty good chess matchup here where neither one wants to commit themselves to the aerial game first. They want to feel each other out on the ground a little bit.
The Geckos will run it down your throat if you give them the opportunity. Sanchez has 2 men back, almost blocked there. And it takes a good bounce for Sanchez, and looks like we'll move it out to, call it the 49 of the Geckos. So Sanchez will take it 1st and 10. We'll have it when we come back. Back, scoreless ball game here between Simon Sanchez and the George Washington Geckos. Sanchez takes it 1st and 10 from the Geckos 49. Back to hand off to Pangilinan, and he goes nowhere. It's his 2nd carry, and he's been stuffed twice. As you can see, the good trend starting here, Max. Neither team looks like they're going to be able to run this ball very much.
Well, maybe we'll have some exciting passes coming up then. How are the arms on both of these quarterbacks?
Well, if they're going to pass, Sanchez seems to have the advantage. They got some good passing from Mr. Gordon. As a matter of fact, he leads the league in passing with 398 yards and 4 touchdowns. Of course, he can air it out with the best of them. 21 of 35 passing so far this season. There's the pitch. Goes to number 12, and he takes it out to about the, let's call it the 44. That was John Sablon on the carry. So that'll set up 3rd down now. And we'll call it 5 yards as they mark it at the 44-yard line. So a pickup of about 6. We'll call it 5 for Sablon.
One of the first drives in enemy territory tonight, actually, now.
Not one of, it is the first drive.
That's right.
Only the 2nd drive of the ball game for the Sharks. There you got a good look at Gordon. He's seeing if he airs it out. No, instead he hands it to the big guy up the middle, Daryl Oshiro, and he takes it out. I believe he's going to be just a yard short of the 1st down. So our first big decision here for the Sharks. Will they go for it? It is going to be 4th down and make it a long 1 yard or a short 2.
Oshiro, number 16, seems to be one of the few players I've seen in the IFL whose shoulder pads are about the same width as his body. He's definitely a powerhouse.
We've dubbed him the Big O. Hard to bring down. Sharks have opted that they will punt instead of going for the 1st down. Cepeda goes back, as does Luis Santos, and there's the punt. And it looks like it will go to Cepeda. He takes it at the 5, works it upfield at the 10. He's got open room down the left sideline. He's up to the 25, the 30, the 35. A host of tacklers, and finally brings him down at the 40-yard line. So an excellent return for Cepeda, 35 yards as he found a wall along the right side. So that brings the Geckos out into good field possession, and they'll start at 1st and 10. We'll take a short break. There was a penalty on the play, and it's going to go for naught as they moved it back. It was a clipping call. So instead of starting way out at the 40, Geckos are going to have to be content to start it at about the 20-yard line.
That was some great stutter stepping by Cepeda, though, back there.
Great move. He can do a lot when he's got the football. Back to pass is Antolon. He's looking deep for number 15, but he can't handle it. That's Troy Moylan.
Yeah, he almost hit number 24, Kurt Clark, for the Sharks there.
Yeah, Moylan was open. Antolon airing it out there. His favorite target is Cepeda, but they go to Moylan as that decoy every once in a while. People sort of forget him over there.
Well, if you got Cepeda, it's good to have Moylan as insurance, and that's no advertisement there, Marty.
You got it, Max. 2nd down and 10. We'll see if Antolon goes to the air again. 3 men back. The pitch goes. Oh, big hit there. Number 58 for Sanchez. That's Edward Artero on the big hit. And that's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. The big guy, Artero, man, he hit nothing but helmet there.
Number 10, Antolon there, when he came swinging around, it looked like it might have been a handoff and a pass by one of the backs there.
Here's another look at it. Fred Pangilinan with the ball, and he just gets plowed. Good defensive play there by Artero, so that'll set up 3rd down and 12. There's the handoff. Nice running move by Ed Guerrero, but it's not nearly enough, so that's going to set up 4th down, as neither team can get much offense going here, Max.
They're playing it cautious, Marty, just like on that one previous set where they opted on 4th down not to go for less than a yard. It looks like they're going to play it real careful tonight and not make a mistake.
You're so right. I don't think either team wants to give this one away. So it'll be 4th down, and the Geckos drop back to punt. Sanchez should get excellent field position out of this. Heavy rush there, just gets it away. Might have been tipped. Good bounce by the Geckos as it goes down to about the 40-yard line. And it is down there. So a good bounce for the Geckos. Sanchez stuck in their own zone. They'll take it 1st and 10 from the 40.
There was a little dancing with the officials there. I guess I should mention tonight's officials, Marty. Referee is John Owings. Umpire Jeff DeKnight. The head linesman is Willie Scott. Jack Hall is the line judge, and the back judge is Carl Edwards.
And also before the game, we had the Simon Sanchez High School ROTC Color Guard drill team. It's the 1st place winning team of the Southern California Regional Competition and Guam Historic High School ROTC Field Day Competition. And they presented the colors tonight. So you can see both teams taking this one pretty seriously. Got the Sharks with 1st down and 10 at the 40. Neither team has been able to get anything going on offense. Much like we predicted, a defensive struggle here. There's the pitch out to Pangilinan. He tries to bring it wide right, cuts inside, gets it out to the 45, and out of bounds at the 50. Pangilinan, tough guy to bring down when he gets going forward. He turns those shoulders upfield.
He had about 10 of his fellow teammates there to catch him after making a great run.
A good run by Pangilinan. Pickup of about 8 yards. So that's going to set up, well, they're going to make it 9 yards now.
Well, at least it's not on 4th down this time, Marty. I'm sure they'll go for it.
So it'll be 2nd down and 1, and here's a good chance to see if Gordon's going to air it up. Go for the big play. They can always come back on 3rd down. Try to go for that easy 1 yard. There's the handoff to the big O, Daryl Oshiro up the middle, and he just bowls his way out to the 46-yard line. A 1st down for the Sharks. It's our first down of the game. So Oshiro picks up 5 on the carry.
Crosses over midfield on that one too, I guess, huh? Back in enemy territory.
So the Sharks on the move. Call it the 45, 1st and 10. 2 big guys so far have been Pangilinan and Oshiro. 19 yards rushing between them. Bolt of lightning?
Yeah.
That's not good news. Gordon under center. Hands off to Pangilinan, who is hit immediately in the backfield. Big defensive play there. That was number 69 for the Geckos, Richard Rossetti, on the hit. Boy, some big hitting there.
I hope they're doing as well in their reading class at school as they are at reading that play. They were right on top of that one.
They were. Here's another look at it. Big hit there. Rossetti all over Pangilinan, and then a host of Geckos joining in. So he'll lose a yard on that play. That'll set up 2nd down and 11 for the Sharks. Gordon gives the pitch. It goes to number 12, John Sablon, and he can't find any running room either as he's dropped for a loss of 2 yards.
Looks like they're going to need a little more support from their offensive line there.
Yeah, both defensive lines are getting the advantage so far in this one. Look for Sanchez to go to the air now.
Yeah. You know, that bolt of lightning, I did see one over there, and I guess maybe when Oshiro comes through sometime, the defense is saying the same thing.
I know, not so sure if Oshiro's a bolt of lightning. He's just a bull.
That's
Gordon.
right.
Gordon's the bolt of lightning. He's quick. Oshiro not very quick on his feet, but you know, when you get running upfield that big, you don't have to be that quick. Gordon in the shotgun, low snap, He loses the ball, picks it up, and goes nowhere. So after picking up a first down, the Sharks just move backwards. Another loss of about 3 for Gordon. Here's another look at it, just a low snap. Couldn't get a hold of it. And there was number 74 there, Marvin Tapazna, on the tackle for the Geckos. So that'll set up 4th down, and another punt here by the Sharks, going back deep again for the Geckos. Cepeda.
We'll see if he can do it legally this time.
And Luis Santos. Low snap. He gets it off. Short kick. It'll be Santos taking it up at the 20. Trying to go around the right side, but a big tackle there by number 80. That's Bernard Uggan. Woo, we got some hitting in this ball game.
That's right. Uggan just threw his whole self right into that one.
Santos trying to get around the left side. Couldn't find an opening and just was nailed.
End of the first quarter.
The Geckos will take it. 1st down and 10. We'll call it the, looks like they're going to put it at the 24, and that is the end of the first quarter. Here's another look at that punt. And the big hit by Uggan. Santos taking it up, and here he comes out of nowhere. Nice tackle by the leg. So that is the end of the first quarter, as we have no score between these two unbeatens, the Sharks and GW. We're getting ready for the second quarter of this scoreless game between GW and Simon Sanchez. The Geckos are going to take it 1st and 10 at the 23. They have been unable to move the ball so far in their first 2 possessions. Antoine drops back, hands it off to Aguero, and much like all the other carries, they go nowhere as the Sanchez defense continues to be stingy.
Taja. You know, I was noticing, what have we had, about 5 punts so far tonight? Most of the snaps have been not so good, and that is one of them. They almost came in, I think it was the Geckos almost got blasted down by the end zone there. Those centers are going to have to get some better snaps.
Well, that's one of the tough things in high school football, is getting that long snap. It takes a long time to learn how to do that, and you know, even the pros have trouble with those long snaps.
That's true.
2nd down and 10 now for the Geckos. Antolin, a little mix-up in the backfield. Hands it off to Ed Guerrero, and he goes around the left side, and a pickup of maybe about 5 yards. So that's the best carry so far for the Geckos as they work it outside. That'll set up 3rd down and 5 now from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's not quite as big as Oshiro, but then again, when I used to play, I wasn't. One thing they'd always say about me, Marty, they'd say, he's not very big, but he sure is slow. That was one thing they would always say.
Is that what they used to say about you, Max? All right, glad to know that. All right, there's Antolin going fumble, and I believe GW has recovered it, and yes, they have. Number 29 there to get the recovery. Fred Pangolin, and here's another look at it. Just some mix-up, bad handoff there. So they go nowhere, and for the umpteenth time, the Geckos will be back to punt once again.
Like I said, slow, methodical, a lack of turnovers tonight, because even when they fumble, they don't want to give it up. They're taking it awfully cautious.
One good thing about a game like this, you get the punters getting some extra work.
That's true.
Penalty flags all over the place. Kick goes to number 89. That's Rex Bell, and boy, we got some good defense on these punt returns and everything, but there is a flag on the kick, and we'll wait to see what the call is by the officials. Could have an effect as to what happens here. It's going to be against the Geckos.
So they'll probably have to move back to kick this one a little.
We'll wait to see if Sanchez opts to decline it, or if they're going to move him back 5 more yards and make him kick it again.
Probably take the kick.
I think Sanchez is just going to take the ball and work with it from there.
Illegal procedure, only 6 men on the line. Decline, black ball, 1st down.
And indeed, Sanchez does take the ball, and we'll take a break. We see if the Sharks can get something going on offense. carry for no gain for the Sharks. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Neither team able to do much on offense. We didn't know if it'd be an offensive game or a defense, but we can see right now whoever can get on the board may just win this thing.
Well, we haven't really proved the defensive ends yet. We need to see a good aerial attack to know what's going to happen there.
Gordon, a little mix-up in the backfield. He rolls to his left and goes nowhere.
Nowhere but down.
So that's going to set up 3rd down now for Sanchez, as it was a loss of about 2 yards. Gordon trying to do the roll out. Hopefully find somebody open out there.
Maybe they'll call him Papa after that one, Marty.
Papa?
That's a Chamorro word for down. Went straight down on that one.
Okay. Okay.
Papa, that's right.
You can call him that. 3rd down. And a long way to go. Drop back to pass, a little flare pass out to the left side, and it goes nowhere. Pangilinan brought down as soon as he caught the ball, so that's going to set up 4th down. And Max, what else? Looks like another punt.
I think so, Marty. That was a great shotgun. It's just that where he fired it, there were plenty of other people waiting for it. And the aroma of hot dogs comes wafting up here to the announcers. Maybe those of you at home want to go to the fridge sometime. We got a break coming up here.
That smell is starting to circulate up here, that's for sure. And for somebody who hasn't had dinner, it's making me hungry.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was thunder or your stomach I heard a moment ago there, Marty.
Back to punt once again. Sanchez deep. Cepeda and Santos. A good punt. I believe Santos takes this one. He's up to the 40 and driven out of bounds at about the 41-yard line. In on the tackle, number 66, Patrick Artero.
I was kind of surprised there was no rush at all that time.
Not at all. And there you see it, scoreless between George Washington and Sanchez. There you heard the 1st down call. There was a penalty on that return. It was clipping against the Geckos. So that moves them back a whole bunch of yards. And instead of starting out at the 42, they're going to have to start things at about the 28-yard line.
Not too far past midfield on any of the drives tonight.
Nope, I think the deepest penetration was Sanchez, got to about the 42-yard line of the Geckos, but that was it. The Geckos have not seen the daylight on Sanchez's side of the field.
Well, I'm sure the purple and gold would love to have a win here at their home field tonight.
I just saw that lightning again, Max.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's getting closer or what.
Got a little cheerleader action here in front of us for the Sharks. I hope tonight that this isn't a real meeting as you would have between a shark and a gecko. I think GW would be on the bottom of that one.
It'd be tough. You never know, those geckos could be
they can hang tough.
As small as they are, they could create some problems. 1st and 10 for the Geckos. Antolin dropping back to pass, looking downfield. He's going for, I believe that was Cepeda.
That's
it
right,
was.
Cepeda.
Looking for that big bomb. That's their money man, Cepeda there. But he was nicely defended by Pangilinan on that one as they ran stride for stride. That was Antolin's 2nd attempt. He's missed on both of them. But I was just waiting for when they would go to Cepeda. He's caught 4 touchdown passes this year, 10 passes in all for 257 yards. He averages over 25 yards of reception.
Well, that one would have been close if he hit pay dirt on that one.
That would have been for some big yardage, but instead it's 2nd down and 10. Little mix-up in the backfield, but there it is, out to, I believe that is Ed Guerrero, and a late flag comes in. I believe it could be a face mask penalty at the end there, but we'll have to wait and see. Here's the announcement. Oh, it's going to be a clipping penalty on Sanchez. You don't often see that, Max, on the defensive side of the ball.
No, that's pretty rare.
So that's going to be a big play there for the Geckos. That should move them 15 more yards, and that should bring them close to midfield, out about to the 48. They mark it at the 47. We'll find out who it was on.
Clipping on the defense. First down.
Just clipping on the defense. Wouldn't tell us who it was, so puts the Geckos in their best field position so far this game. 1st and 10 at the 47. They looked across midfield for the first time. Hand off there to Joe Aguero, and he is popped by number 42, Benji Pangilinan. And I believe number 58 was also in on the tackle. That's Edward Artero. We've mentioned his name quite a few times tonight, Max.
That's right.
The Geckos get across midfield for the first time.
There's some big folks, like I said, on the line there. Number 20, Al Respall. Going up against somebody like that, if you can get through the line, you want to keep going.
Respall 5'7". Check his weight in a moment. There goes the pitch to Aguero, and he goes nowhere. Just as you think a team might be starting to inch their way downfield, the defense comes up and pushes them back. A loss there of about 3 yards. Here's another look at it, Max.
Good pitch out.
He just went nowhere. There's our man Artero again. He's everywhere in this ball game.
He certainly is.
He had some help on that one, but he finished it off. So that'll set up 3rd down, and we'll call it 10, maybe 9. Look for Antolin to drop back and pass. He does. He's looking downfield. He's looking for Cepeda. He's got them open. Cepeda's got it, and he's going in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Geckos. Antolin to Cepeda. 53 yards, and the Geckos have struck first. And there's your money man, Max. We said he's dangerous. Here's another look at it. Antolin just fires it up, and Cepeda splits the defense.
I'll tell you, Marty, that just boosted his stats on receptions quite a bit there.
Whew. That's his longest reception of the year. 53 yards, Antolin to Cepeda. And they hit pay dirt first. Tell you, we didn't expect that right off the bat, the way these two defenses have been playing. But you knew if one of these teams found an opening in the air game, because evidently they're not being able to run so far.
Yeah, they're getting shut out on the ground.
They'll go for the extra point. The kick is down, and it's no good. Wide to the right. So the Geckos will hold on to a 6-0 lead. A 53-yard touchdown pass from Robert Antolin to Mr. Cepeda. Danny Cepeda, and the Geckos strike first. They lead at 6-0 midway through the second. Welcome back. The Geckos strike with a big 53-yard touchdown pass to Danny Cepeda. And like that, they're on top 6-0.
Well, we'll see if the Sharks can keep the momentum going.
Well, they lost some momentum right there. We'll see if the Geckos can keep up this run of things. They caught everybody by surprise. They had been going backwards, and then boom, they strike quickly. That's how the Geckos have done it this year. Their big money man Cepeda comes up again. There's the kickoff. It goes short, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds at the 32. So now we'll see what the Sharks want to do with it.
Illegal procedure there, though, against Sanchez.
Illegal procedure against Sanchez. Interesting call.
Almost looked like an onside kick there, that little dribbler.
I think what happened is Sanchez was not so sure what was going on. We'll find out.
We have a dead ball, illegal procedure, ball kicked out of bounds, 5 yards. Kick over.
Yeah, I was going to say, they officially marked it against Sanchez, and I thought, illegal procedure when you're receiving on a kickoff? That's a new one to me.
Yeah,
so
that would be weird.
They move him back 5 yards. They'll be kicking off from the 35. So Sanchez should get some good field position out of this one. Pangilinan and Bell back to receive the kick. Is that Pangilinan? No, that's number 14. Mike Gordon, the quarterback.
Yeah.
Another short kick goes to an up man.
He juggles it a bit.
And he brings it out to about the 42. We'll have to see who that was, but I know that's not who Sanchez wanted to get the ball. Here's another look at that touchdown pass. Antalan goes back. Good blocking there by his offensive line, and he throws a perfect strike to Cepeda, and he beats 2 men. Double coverage on that guy, but he comes up with a big play, and just like that, 6-0.
Woo. Don McNulty was riding him right on the back, but he still pulled it down.
Tell you, Cepeda's tall. That's his advantage. He can go up and pull it down. He's 6'1", one of the taller players in the league. So we'll see what the Sharks can get going on offense. The handoff to Oshira. He bulls his way ahead for a gain of about 6 yards.
One thing about Oshiro's 270 pounds is he just pulls the team along with him.
No, I thought he went across an extra line. They're going to give him a carry of 3 yards. So Oshira picks up 3 yards. He's got 12 yards now rushing on 3 carries. And Oshira checks out. Big guy there. He stands at 5'11", 270 pounds out of Jigo.
What do you think, Marty? Is we're going to go to the air on this one? Think the Sharks will try it?
Looks like they're set up to run the ball again. Like I said, Gordon's had a good year so far passing. 300 and almost 400 yards in the air, but he hasn't thrown a whole lot so far this game. Short hand off there to number 12, John Sablon, and he goes nowhere. Number 59 on the tackle. That is Kevin Topazna. And right now, the Sharks are going to have to show that they can do something on offense, because they can't do nothing. I think I heard that somewhere before.
A little bug in my ear, I think, here,
Our
Marty.
director, Rudy Cabana, called it for us. He said they can't do nothing. So
That is on the ground. That's what I'm saying. They're going to have to, Gordon's going to have to go to the air here, see if he can do what, does he have a man like Cepeda out there as an end?
They got a couple of good receivers. They like to go to Bell a lot. And Uggan. Back to pass, looking to the right side, and he just throws it out of bounds. And I believe there's going to be some sort of a penalty, as I saw a late flag come up, but we'll have to wait and see who's it going to be on, the Sharks or the Geckos.
Well, it looked like Don McNulty. He's from Anderson Air Force Base. Looks like he was standing there waiting for it.
Here's the initial call.
We have contact pass interference on White. First down.
Big play there for the Sharks, and a bad one for the Geckos. They had given up. That ball was clearly not going to be caught by anybody, as it was way out of bounds. The Geckos with a late pass interference call there, and that moves the ball way out to the 40-yard line in Gecko territory. So the Sharks hoping to capitalize on that big penalty by the Geckos.
Well, it was a 15-yarder that set up the Geckos for their touchdown pass.
Sure was. Penalties playing a big part here. 1st and 10, Gordon under the snap. Hands it off to Oshiro. He busts up the middle for about 3, but no more than that.
And Oshiro is from Jigu, northern boy, as are most of these Sanchez players. And a big bowl of lightning lights up the sky here.
Max, that is getting closer. I've been watching it all game, and it's starting to move our way.
Still a beautiful night out here, though, at George Washington High School field.
2nd down and 9 for the Sharks. Gordon under center. Drops back, rolling right. It's tipped there, but caught. Fumble. And who's going to get it? A wild scramble for the ball. And the Sharks recover it. The Sharks pick it up, number 63, Kevin Rivera. And a man is down on the field for the Sharks. Here's another look at it. Boy, what a wild play here. Tipped. It was caught by Bell, who then fumbled. A mad scramble. A number of Geckos had a chance to get it. But the one man for the Sharks Rivera, and I believe that is Bell down on the field as he was popped as soon as he caught that ball.
I think that ball got passed along more than a boonie dog someplace, you know, just moving from place to place.
And it looks by holding up his, trying to get some air to his waist, looks like he probably just got the wind knocked out of him. So while they tend to Bell, we'll take a break as the Sharks are pinned back deep in their own territory following that mad scramble.
Third morning.
His left arm, trying to flex his hand. I think what happened is he was just tackled on that hand and that big hit.
And Rex is from, he's from Andy South, 6'2", 165 pounds, and he's in his last year at Sanchez.
Being tended there by one of the managers, Cindy Pangolinan. She said, mention me on TV. She's the sister of Benji Pangolinan, who also plays for the Sharks, so the Pangolinans keep it in the family.
It's kind of nice to have a sister out there taking care of you, actually.
That's right. It's going to be third down, and Max, can we add that up? Let's see, they have to go all the way to the 32 of the Geckos
so we've got
for the first down, so
16
plus a whole lot of yards. We'll just call it, and he throws it up. Pangolinan looks to haul it in, but broken up nicely there. That's number 49, Fernando Goomba, on the play. So the Sharks, Sharks look like they were possibly going to drive. Here's another look at it. A wobbly pass. It was short. Goomba comes up with the deflection, and the Sharks will be forced to punt. Once again, and the Geckos should get it in some pretty good field position. Going back, Cepeda, one of the deep men, and Santos.
Whoa.
Some more of that big lightning coming down.
Well, we'll see if Cepeda has a chance to put some lightning on the field here.
Bell must be okay because he's back in. He's going to punt this one. So the hand must be feeling good enough. Bad snap. He picks it up. Heavy rush. Just gets it off. There's going to be a roughing the kicker penalty as this ball bounds around. So we can pretty much wave this one off as they get a good bounce. But there's going to be a roughing the kicker penalty.
They're trying to ring the bell tonight, I think, here.
That was number 74 for the Geckos in on the hit, and we don't have a number 74. Let's see, yeah, we do. Marvin Topazna. If we can take another look at that one, we'll probably can't see it on our cameras because it came after the play, but Topazna ran into Bell, and immediately the flag came down. Here's the call.
We have roughing the kicker on White, 15 yards, and automatic first down.
And boy, those are the kind of plays you don't want if you're the Geckos. You have the ball in your hands, and you get it taken away on a silly penalty like that, roughing the kicker. Although Topazna, I'm sure, was going for the block, and he almost got it. And then just at the very end, Bell fell down, and I know he was hit, but he fell down a lot harder than he was touched. I
Especially after going down just a couple minutes before.
A pretty good semi-acting job there by Bell, and it worked as they moved the ball out to the 48-yard line.
Already had a little sympathy from that previous play, maybe.
So the Sanchez gets new life. First and 10. The snap to Gordon. He drops way back, looking for a man, looking, can't find anybody. He's chased out of the pocket now. Throws it downfield. Pangolinan is there, but can't come up with it, just over his head. Gordon had amples and oodles of time back there. Finally was flushed from the pocket. Couldn't find anybody open. Had to throw it over Pangolinan's head.
And that was Topazna and Bamba coming in there, Marty.
Time out.
Chasing him out.
Jimmy.
Sanchez calls a timeout. They'll try to regroup. It'll be second down and 10. As I mentioned, both of these teams 3-0 on the season. George Washington giving up just 6 points all season long while scoring 120. Sanchez has scored 88 and only given up 8 points. So we knew it would be a defensive struggle. We got some leaders in this ball game. The rushing leader, as a matter of fact, comes from this game, Mr. Leon Guerrero for the Geckos, 169 yards. He leads all rushers in the league. The big guy, Danny Cepeda, who else? The leading receiver, 257 yards. Count another 53 onto that, so we'll give him 310 yards receiving with that big touchdown catch he had
Not a bad
today.
pair of hands.
No, you know when you throw it in his direction, if it's there, he's going to come up with it. Believe me.
And I think we'll maybe see later tonight if he gets a chance to run one back. We had a flag on a previous play where he did some beautiful dancing and almost got away. He may have another opportunity to do that as well.
You can bet that before this one's over, the Geckos will go back to Cepeda, and they'll hope for the same results, that's for sure. 2nd down and 10 for the Sharks. Gordon drops back, looking downfield. He's got Bell open in the middle, but it just goes off his hands, incomplete. A little behind Bell, but he was open. If Gordon could have hit him, they would have had another 1st down. Maybe if we can take another look at that one, we'll see how it just...
Timeout.
Oh,
Black.
we got another timeout.
One left.
Another timeout by the Sharks. We must be nearing halftime. So while they try to figure out what they want to do, we'll take a short break and come back. Just contemplating this 3rd down and a bunch. Max, did you figure it up how far they got to go?
Marty, you caught me with my knickers down here. Let's see.
Got you with your knickers down?
Well, that's a football adage. Well, we've got the linesman looks like he's set up over on the 48 of the Geckos. So that just add 2 to wherever they're coming from down here.
Now, that's where they had the ball, so it's down to the 38. So we're going to call it about 27 yards, Max. 3rd down and 27 yards.
Well, one good pass could change that.
I tell you, if they can do like the Geckos did and hit a... They don't have a Cepeda, but they got a Bell and an Uggan and a bunch of others. If they can hit them for a big play, they can keep this drive alive. But not much time left before halftime. So the Sharks are going to have to strike quickly. Looks like they're going to run it as Pangilinan goes in motion. Gordon takes the deep snap, drops back, looks downfield, and it's way overthrown. Cepeda takes the interception, and watch out. He's got a wall of blockers. He's out to the 50, down to the 46-yard line. Cepeda with the big reception.
We can't.
Big interception.
We can't add that one to his stats on receptions tonight, can we, Marty?
No. You'd like to. That big interception picked up about 15 yards on the return, so the Geckos are going to get the ball in good field position as they'll take it at the 46. Here's another look at it. Gordon went back and just threw it up. Bell, I believe, was the intended receiver, and it was way overthrown. Bell came back to try to make the tackle, but Cepeda gets it down to the 46. A nice return for him. And there you see Ivan Shiroma. He cannot be happy with the way things have gone so far in this game.
No. And the Geckos would love to get a little more blood before the half, just to go in with a lot of force into the 2nd half.
Here's the call. There's a penalty.
To a dead ball, unnecessary roughness, Black, 1st down.
Unnecessary roughness on the Sharks, and I think that was probably just a frustration foul.
Timeout. Wait.
So the Geckos now trying to use as many timeouts as they can, hopefully trying to get on the board right before halftime. You see the score, 6-0. The Geckos lead it over the Sharks. Ivan Shiroma talking to his team, trying to get them pumped up because they have shown nothing so far. There's Loring Cruz on the other side. He's got to feel a little better than Shiroma right now. His team's up 6-0. That big 53-yard play to Cepeda has been the difference. As a matter of fact, Max, that's been the only offense so far in this game, just one big burst, because neither team has had much going for them so far.
Like we said before, we've got some big fellas on both defensive lines, and if you're going to try and run through a wall, it's not always going to be that easy.
No, that's a prophetic statement there. I don't think it would be easy at all. Geckos take it under center. They have it at the 30-yard line. The handoff there to Aguero, and he brings it out. A good carry, pickup of about 9 yards.
They'd love to at least get another 3 points before the half if they can, since they missed that extra point previously.
black, or white rather. Timeout white. They have 1 timeout left.
So the Geckos milking this time for everything it's worth, trying hopefully to get on the board one last time before halftime. I know they can't feel too comfortable with a 6-0 lead because all that is a touchdown and a conversion. So we'll take a quick 30-second break and come back and see what the Geckos can do. Second down. It'll be second down and 2 from the 25-yard line of the Sharks. Until on the handoff to Aguero there. He works around the right side. He's got enough to pick up the first down. And the Geckos in the hurry-up offense. First down. We'll take it out about the 20-yard line. The officials giving us no indication of how much time is left, but we know it's near the end of the second quarter. Antolon dropping back, looking to pass, looking in the corner, and it's knocked away. And there comes the flag. We were wondering if it was going to come down. It looked like there was some heavy collision down there. The ball was intended for Troy Moylan, but he was mauled. And boy, this is going to be a big play, Max.
That's right. Moylan was heading for it and then looked like he got his legs knocked out from under him a bit.
I tell you, they surprised us there. They called pass interference on the offense. Here's another look at it. Antolon to Moylan, and I don't know where that came from. It looks like he was just tripped from behind. Here's the call.
With pass interference, White lost the down, B2.
Boy, a huge call there.
Timeout, White.
And
A huge call. I'd like to take another one look at that if we can, because I'm pretty sure Moylan
Geckos need a timeout to try and figure out if that really happened.
Tell you, if we can look at Moylan, I mean, he was just running. It looked like he got tripped up from behind and just fell into a guy. There was nothing on purpose. Here's another look at it. Watch Moylan. So he gets tripped up right there.
Yeah.
And just going for the ball, and the Shark just came in underneath them. Tough call for the Geckos as it goes against them, and what looked like maybe a first down at about the 3-yard line that moves them now back outside the 30.
May just have one long play left here before the half, it looks like.
It'll take place at the 35-yard line. The Geckos leading at 6-0. They would dearly love to add some more points before going into halftime, because the Sharks can score and score quickly. There's a good look at Loring Cruz over on the sideline. And Loring, no matter how far, he could be ahead 80-0. But on something like that, he gets pretty upset. Very competitive nature.
Toughest thing on a coach is a bad call, or even a good one sometimes, depending on their perspective.
Any kind of call is a bad on, is tough on coaches. They just as soon not see that yellow hanky. So it'll be second down and 25 for the Geckos. Aguero in motion. Antolon takes the snap, the pitch back to Joe Leon Guerrero, and a big hit. He picks up maybe 4. So instead of going to the air, they decide to keep it on the ground.
He went flying over Kevin Rivera there. Rivera is from Dededo.
Here's another look at it. Leon Guerrero leaps and goes flying. Pickup of about 5-yard line. 5 yards, that was his first carry. And that is the end of the first half. It is halftime here. In this, we are at halftime between this big game of undefeated teams, the George Washington Geckos and the Simon Sanchez Sharks. 6-0, the Geckos lead it. There you see the cheerleaders walking across the field. The big play, a 53-yard touchdown pass from Antolon to Cepeda. It's been our only scoring of the game. Let's take a quick look at the halftime statistics for George Washington. The big guy on the ground has been Mr. Aguero, as he has picked up 19 yards on only 7 carries. So he leads the ground attack for the Geckos. Also rushing for George Washington Ed Guerrero with 8 yards on 3 carries. And Joe Leon Guerrero with 5 yards on just 1 carry. He carried the ball just before halftime. Pangilinan has -5 yards as he has carried the ball twice. Passing wise for GW, Antalan has attempted 3 passes. He's completed, or attempted 4 passes. He's only completed 1, but that was a big one, a 53-yarder to Cepeda that went for the touchdown, and Cepeda is the only receiver to have caught any balls so far.
In fact, he caught 2 and got an interception there.
That's a good way to look at it. 2 passes gave his team the ball back. For Simon Sanchez, they haven't really gotten anything going so far on offense. Their big guy running back is Daryl Oshiro. He's carried 4 times for 15 yards. Benji Pangilinan has carried it 4 times for 9 yards. Then you have Sablon with -1 and the quarterback Gordon with -5. Gordon has tried 7 passes, Max, and he hasn't hit any of them.
And that's probably made the difference so far.
So needless to say, there's no reception yardage for Sanchez.
And it has been a game of penalties too so far. That's put the teams in good position a couple times, and just when sometimes they were on the doorstep, it knocked them out.
A lot of big penalties and a lot of big lightning that I see over there. So at halftime, we got a 6-0 score. Speaking of football, since this is football, one of this weekend's biggest games features the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Veterans Stadium to take on those Eagles, Max, and those Eagles with that big come-from-behind victory last week.
Underdogs extraordinaire.
The Eagles are not underdogs. They're expected to take that NFC East. Buddy Ryan's 46 defense is led by end Reggie White. But there's another member of the line who's finally fulfilling expectations. Let's take a look.
This man has a...
They're back, and look at him. We'll enjoy some of this halftime entertainment by the Sharks.
Maybe they should be called the Shakes instead of the Sharks out there, Marty.
Shake it well. There you go, the Simon Sanchez cheerleaders with a little halftime entertainment. They're pretty good, Max.
Yeah, I hope that covering these IFL games may encourage some of these cheerleading squads to get quite a show for the people who want.
Yeah, that was nice. Usually at halftime we don't get to see much of that, but those girls doing a fantastic job out there to that song, She's So Fine.
And there they are meeting up with their opposition cheerleaders for a little chit-chat.
All right, I wish we're going to try to track down the names of those girls and pass them along to you. So a little impromptu halftime entertainment for you. Game-wise, the Geckos lead it 6-0 over Simon Sanchez. We'll take a short break and come right back with more halftime for you in just a moment. By those girls, once again, like I said, we're going to try to find out their names and pass it along to you, because people who do good deeds deserve good credit.
That's right. The workman's worthy of his hire, they say.
Well, Max, there's a lot going on in the sports world, and I guess perhaps one of the biggest things, of course, besides this ball game between these two unbeaten teams.
What about your trip to Seoul?
Seoul, South Korea just got back from Seoul, covering the GML All-Stars as they take on teams from all over Asia in the 15th Asian Baseball Championships. They lost yesterday to a team from China. And then tonight at 5 o'clock, which was about 6 o'clock our time, they are probably right in the process now of taking on India, who hasn't won a game. So it's probably good news that the GML All-Stars will probably win that one.
You know, while you were gone, we were starting to call you Soul Man. That was becoming your new nickname.
Soul Man. I'll take it. I had a good time. A lot of work. Those guys were fun to be around. Speaking of baseball, it is getting sticky now in the baseball pennant races down the stretch, as we have less than 2 weeks to play in the season, and all the pennant races are starting to heat up. Only 10 days of play remain in the 1989 regular season, and the division races, by all indications, will go down to the wire. We'd like to take you some highlights.
The Cubbies are doing okay this year, Marty, I got to admit.
I tell you, I'm keeping my fingers crossed every day.
But keep your eyes on the Cardinals.
Not at all. That's right. You're a big Cardinal fan, aren't you? You grew up in the St. Louis area, and I grew up in the Chicago area.
That's right. Every night, listen to Jack Buck and Harry Carey with the Cardinals. And Harry moved to your neck of the woods.
We'll have to finish this conversation when we get off the air, Max. Anyway, we're back to football. As you can see, George Washington getting ready back out on the field to take care of their warm-ups. They lead at 6-0 on a Danny Cepeda 53-yard touchdown pass from Robert Antolon, and that's been the difference, Max.
And we hope that the second half maybe we'll have a little more action, a little more in the air, and maybe somebody can break through for one on the ground. Hasn't happened yet. Been some great defensive lines out there holding people back, and even some good defensive ends stopping up some good pass plays.
Well, I tell you, the Sharks are going to have to get something going on offense. They haven't completed a pass yet, and they have carried the ball 13 times for a total of just 18 yards. So barely a yard a carry, and their only man is Oshiro. He's carried it 4 times for 15 yards, so you take the big O out of it, and they don't have anything going on offense. There you see Danny Cepeda leading the Gecko offense. Or not the offense, the whole team, as a matter of fact. He's got 53 yards receiving. He leads the league in receiving with 310 yards, over 25 yards per carry. Almost 30 yards a reception for Cepeda. So needless to say, he is a big guy for the Geckos when they call on him.
Well, the Sanchez provided us with a little bit of information here about some of their players. Quarterback Gordon, he's from up at Anderson. And we've got some of the other, Benji Pangilinan, of course, from Dededo area up there.
Any from your village?
No, I actually, I'm out of the picture tonight. I live in Telefofo, and most of these Sanchez players are from up north.
And you live in
I live in what they call Ju'ustanu, God's country. But it's beautiful up in the north also.
So Talafofo is God's country, huh?
That's the nickname.
All right. It is pretty down there.
Yeah, that's, in fact, Talafofo is going to be a pretty busy place on Sunday, on Domingo, because that's when they have the village fiesta there. I know one thing I'm going to do is I'm not planning on getting out, because once you live there, when it comes to traffic and visitors, when you're there, you're there. You're locked in for a couple hours, Marty, once you stay in the village. So all of you are, of course, invited to stop into Talafofo. I'm sure that Tito Maradona, the new mayor, there, invites you all. And, of course, if you're there, stop by the house. I live on Mariano Blas Drive. You can come on in, and we'll have something for you there.
You're going to have some food, Max?
Well, actually, it's my Vicinihu, my next-door neighbor, and his family. Chargalovs and the Pablos will have a lot, and I'll be there helping out.
So what you're saying is I can come to your place and eat free this weekend?
Marty, that's right. But so what else is new?
Count me in. I'll be there. The big roar you hear is the Sharks coming out on the field to warm up for the second half. And I'm sure Coach Ivan Chiroma had a lot to say to them, Max, because they need to get something going in the second half if they hope to stay undefeated.
Probably what he said is, score.
That's the bottom line. But I think right now he'd just be pleased if they could start moving the offense and let the scoring take care of itself, as they have been unable to do anything against the Gecko defense. So while these two teams warm up for the second half, we're going to take a short break and come back and get ready for the second half kickoff. The Geckos lead at 6-0 over the Sharks.
We'll see you then.
To George Washington Field, halftime of this big clash between the Geckos and the Sharks. Geckos lead at 6-0 as they get ready for the second half. I'd like to point out, joining us in our booth are two George Washington students who I heard big cheers come out when the Geckos scored. John Clark and Gerald Noquette, is that correct? And they are doing this for class. I sort of watch how we do television up here. John, is that correct? What are you guys studying there?
We're studying how to use the camera and use the video, how to connect two videos together. And
have you learned anything tonight?
yeah.
Hey, it's a lot to take in on your first time. So what exactly is the class that you're in?
Audio-visual class.
Audio-visual? And what do you guys do on a normal day? I mean, do you have equipment that you work with?
Yeah, a camera.
Do you go out and shoot a lot?
No, not really.
So just sort of in-house stuff? And there's a look. That's John and Gerald. Can you get in here?
Hi, Mom.
Can you dip down in here? All right, there's Gerald Noquette. And each week here during these telecasts, we're going to have a couple of students sort of watching and learning as we go along, as I continue to learn myself. So you guys having fun?
Yeah.
You want to get into TV? You want to get into TV, John?
Yeah, a lot.
He's undecided. He says, yeah, just simply because he's on TV. Yeah, he's got a TV Guam hat on. There you go. Show him that. Okay, he's halfway there.
2, kick. Okay, let's shake hands.
Okay, we're looking back out on the field. GW will kick off this second half. Thanks, John and Gerald. Enjoy the second half. I'm sure everybody will. So the Geckos will be kicking it off. They received it in the first half. Didn't do a lot with it. We'll see if Sanchez can take the kickoff and maybe turning it into something. Max Slavitt, we've sent him down into the crowd to try to find out the name of those cheerleaders. And there's Max right now. He's got a huge crowd around him. I wish somehow we could get a shot of that. I think he's getting the name of everybody in the stands. Sharks ready as they go out on the field. Benji Pangilinan will drop back deep. He'll receive the kickoff. And I'm not sure if Max is going to be able to work his way back up here. I think he's coming up now. He's got all those names. So we're ready, just moments before the second half kickoff. The Geckos clinging to a very uneasy 6-0 lead, but the way they've been playing defense, the Geckos have yet to get within the 25-yard line. Or the Sharks, excuse me, have yet to get in within the 25-yard line. Of the Geckos have, their defense has just totally dominated so far in this first half. So we're all set for the kickoff. Pangilinan back. And we are off with the second half. A short kick. It bounces around. Oh, and that's a loose ball. A dangerous play there. Number 58 touched that one. That was Edward Artero. And he bobbled it for a second before taking it. So Sanchez will take the ball. 1st and 10 from about the 32-yard line. Max,
Not a bad place to start there. Yeah, let me tell you about.
Got 50 names on that card.
Well, there were quite a few cheerleaders, almost as many as the starting lineup for the Sharks. On the Sanchez cheerleading squad, we have Tracy Miles.
Okay, we'll run down those names. Try to run them down in between plays. Tracy Miles was our first one.
That's the first one from up there.
Boy, now I see them all. Only 4 performed at halftime, but boy, they got a whole bunch down there.
They saved them for the second half, I guess.
We got something going on in the backfield. Benji Pangolin waving to some people, and not waving to say hello, waving to get them off the field, I think. Oh, I know what it is. The chains crew. The chain crew is late getting back on the field. I tell you, we got like 20 minutes of halftime, and they took about 25.
Well, here come the chain gang's back.
So there's a handoff to Pangolin, and he breaks it out for about 8 yards. So a good carry by Pangolin.
Flag down on that one there, Marty. Looks like we got a flag down. Somebody went leaping over Cepeda there.
All indications this one will probably be brought back. Usually get a holding call or something on this.
There's a replay on that one.
Just another look at it. And the holding call goes against, and there's a surprise, it goes against the Geckos. So the Geckos have been whistled for the holding penalty. So tack on 10 more yards.
Helmet contact.
Sharks moving into Gecko
First
territory.
down.
So it'll set up first down for the Geckos, or excuse me, for the Sharks. They move it, big penalty, out to the 45-yard line of George Washington. First down and 10. Snap back to Pangolin, and he goes nowhere. Good pursuit there by number 59, Kevin Topazna of the Geckos. He got into the backfield in a hurry.
Looks like he had a little trouble getting started there. His feet went out from under him when he was trying to grip in the grass.
They get it and go. We'll officially call it a loss of 1 on the play. So that'll set up second down and 11. Oshiro comes out. And Mike Gordon sets up deep. Takes the snap. Runs around the left side. He's got some room. Fakes out a few runners, and a good open field tackle there by number 42. That's Ralph Borja. As Gordon was trying to find his way some extra running room.
Well, he picked it up laterally, but he couldn't quite get much yardage on that.
Here's another look at it. Gordon with some quick moves. And it'll set up third, or make it third down. And there's a penalty on the play. It's Pangolin goes around.
All right, up to the yard of scrimmage again, line of scrimmage.
And it goes against the Sharks, so that'll move him back some more yards.
Another illegal procedure, it looks like.
You know, those penalties have really hurt the Sharks so far in this one. Every time they seem to get something going, moving in the right direction, they get hurt by a penalty flag and just ultimately end up going backwards.
Illegal procedure. Black team did not get set. Third down.
So not everybody's set.
That's right. You know, even the greatest runner, if he's in a marathon and he cuts across the track, he's not going to win. It's those penalties and not playing by the rules that'll cost you the game.
Max, only you could sum it up that way. Okay, it'll be third down and 11. Gordon drops back. Heavy rush by the Geckos. They get it out. A screen pass. That's number 83, Don McNulty. And he works his way down to about the 40-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. But I would think the Sharks might want to go for it since they have not had much offense. I think this was a planned screen as everybody let the lineman come in, and then McNulty got kind of bottled up by his own men. He takes it down to the 39-yard line. That's going to set up 4th down and make it 5.
Yeah, I think you're right, Marty. They got suckered into blitzing there, opening him up to go down the middle.
They punt it away, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. A nice kick.
Oh.
Where did they mark that one down, Max? I believe that's inside the 10.
That's
maybe
right.
inside the 5.
Almost down on, almost right before the end zone.
So a beautiful kick by Rex Bell pins the Geckos deep in their own territory. 6-0.
We have first
Geckos
down,
on top.
White.
The Geckos pinned deep in their own territory. This is exactly what the Sharks needed to happen. There you see a good shot of Daryl Oshiro, number 16, for the Sharks. So it'll be first down at about the 1-yard line, we'll call it. Antolon, hands off, and it's a safety. Number 63 in on the tackle for the Sharks, Kevin Rivera. Sacks him in the end zone for a safety, and the Sharks get on the board. Joe Aguero nowhere to go with that one.
You know, that lack of conversion by the Geckos could have hurt them if the Sharks come back and score 6 now.
We got to give some credit to Al Respow and number 60, Charles Chigura, also in on that tackle. So the Sharks come up with some points in a big way. A nice safety. That's going to make it 6-2. Sounds like a good baseball score. So the Sharks get on the board, and they'll be now receiving the punt. So in this instance, the Geckos will now have to punt the ball to the Sharks, and they will get the ball in excellent field position, you would think.
You know, when we said tonight it was going to be a game of playing it safe, maybe we didn't know about this safety, right, Marty?
Max, I couldn't have said it any better. So instead of punting, they're going to decide to kick it off.
That'll be from their own 20-yard line.
Kevin Tupasna will do the kicking. And there's the kick. It's out to the 45. Rex Bell takes it, looks for a room around the right side, and he goes nowhere as white jerseys surround him and bring him down. So the Sharks will set it up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. We'll take a short break, come back. Geckos lead it 6-2.
The University of Guam is the major institution of higher education.
Leaves it. Downfield, he had a man open, but Santos was there. That he was looking for Pangilinan, and he couldn't get it. So actually what that works out to, Max, is a long punt. On 3rd down and 12, it just works out to a nice long punt.
And I'm sure the Sharks aren't too unhappy about getting the Geckos pinned back so far.
Well, you know, they would have liked to have the reception, but if not, they'll take that one. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Geckos. Antolon drops back, rolls right, is looking, trying to find a man. He decides to keep it. He's up the right sideline. He's out to the 45, the 40-yard line. The ball came loose. Let's see if they're going to rule us a fumble. And they're going to keep it Gecko ball. Nice run by Antolon as he was rolling, looking for somebody. Couldn't find anybody, tucked it underneath, and was able to pick up the 1st down. Here's another look at it. You know, he was probably looking for Cepeda, couldn't find him, so He ran with it in a nice pickup there.
And Kirk Clark came in with a nice flying tackle.
Gain of 15 yards.
Kind of looked like Roger Staubach there a little bit there.
It worked. So first down at the 40-yard line. Antolon fakes the pitch, hands it off inside. That's Joe Leon Guerrero. And our cameraman got a little lost on that one. But Leon Guerrero picks up, oh, maybe about a yard. Call it 2 yards they're going to give him. We'll call it 2nd and 8. Geckos continue to move. They've already picked up a first down. There you see Antolon. Second down and 8 from the 42. He drops back, rolls right, heavy rush, stops in front of the line and looks downfield. And had 2 men wide open.
Troy Moylan and
Troy Moylan was one of them, and Fred Pangilinan was the other. Boy, they were wide open. If we can get here's another look at it. Got scrambled from the pocket, stopped right before the line of scrimmage, and look, there was nobody down there. That would have been a big play for the Geckos. Sort of a break in the defense for the Sharks. So Simon Sanchez catches a break there that it was overthrown. So that's going to set up 3rd down and 8 now from the 42.
You know, Antolon's facing some big men. He's 5'5", 135 pounds.
But he can run.
He can move.
There's the handoff, goes to Julian Guerrero, and he picks up maybe about 4, but there's a penalty flag on the play. From where the flag is indicated, it looks like maybe an offside or something of that nature. Here is the call. Illegal block on Sanchez. We really had some interesting calls here.
That's right.
That's an illegal block on the defense.
But that's a first down.
That is a big play there, because what would have been a 4th down for the Geckos, instead they're going to pick up the first down.
And some yardage.
Chalking off 15 big yards, so they're going to mark it down to the 35. Let's try to straighten this out. Here's the call from the ref.
Illegal, blocking below the waist. Block, first down.
Blocking below the waist on defense. My first question is, why is the defense blocking? So the linebackers can blitz, probably.
That same little voice there, Marty.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Geckos. Antolon dropping back to pass. Heavy rush. Trying to get rid of it. Looks downfield, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by number 24. That is Kirk Clark. A poorly advised throw there by Antolon, and see, he had a heavy rush. Here's another look at it. A heavy rush there by number 13.
And once again, Marty, a safety comes into the picture there. That's what Clark was playing, I think, there.
So a big interception by Sanchez, just as the Geckos look like they may be beginning to drive downfield. Antolon throws the big interception.
Yeah, Clark's been doing a good job at safety. He broke up another play not long ago that could have broken into quite some yardage.
So while there's a stop in the action, we'll take a break and come right back as the Geckos lead it 6-2.
Tired of those long gas lines and your dirty car? AutoMasters Mobile is here to help. Our new Super Service Station is the largest and most modern facility on Guam, featuring full service and self-service lanes. You'll also find a 24-hour mini-mart packed with all the necessities you need. And we're proud to announce Guam's first 24-hour fully automated car wash. Send your car through day or night, and our car wash will take care of the rest. So if it's the convenience you want and an inexpensive price you need, look to AutoMasters Mobile across from the governor's office in Antelope.
And we're back to action. Nice play there by Sanchez as they get it out to about the 30-yard line, but there was a penalty flag on the play, so we'll have to wait and see. And it is against the Geckos. So a big pickup by Sanchez, and then a big penalty. Moves it out to the 43-yard line. Here's the call.
We have illegal helmet contacts, veering against the white. First down.
So a big spearing call there.
A night of penalties, Marty.
So it's going to be first down and 10 from the 42. A little movement. They hand it off to the big O'Shira. Busts up the middle. Out to midfield. Pickup of about 7 yards. And he got that motor running, and there was no stopping that. Here's another look at it. O'Shira just bowls his way in there. Takes it in the back.
I was like running up against a Mack truck, Marty.
Cepeda in on the tackle there. That was a collision. So the Sharks on the move. Second down and 10 from the 50-yard line.
And that has inspired the...
There he is again. O'Shea up the middle. Picks up another 5 down to the 45-yard line. So the Big O continues to move the offense. First down for the Sharks. And a big crowd chanting offense, offense, offense for the Sharks as they are now moving the ball, and it's the Big O, Daryl O'Shea, picking it. It's got 27 yards now on 6 carries.
It's the most animation we've had from the crowd tonight.
Here's another look at it in ultra slow motion. Took a tough hit there in the knee.
Whoa.
And boy, that's a dangerous hit there, but good enough that he's back in it. So here goes the handoff. That is number 12, John Sablon. So they give O'Shea a rest, and they only pick up a yard. Sablon is brought down. I tell you, Max, you know, once you got a good thing going like O'Shea.
Somebody's down here.
Oh, we got a player down on the field. Let's see who.
16?
Who that is.
Daryl or... No.
No, that's not O'Shea. It's somebody with an 8. We would hate to speculate until we can see for sure. Maybe if we got a replay on that last play, we can see what happened. It is number 58. That is Edward Artero. Edward Artero, who has played one heck of a ball game here tonight. His name has been called quite often. Here's another look at it. See if we can see where Artero is.
He's standing up right there, Marty.
Number 58. Hard to tell what...
Looked like Artero walked away from that play. Oh.
And he's up, and it looks like he's going to be okay. Be a tough loss for Sanchez if they were to lose him, because he's been a force on defense, making tackle after tackle. So it's going to be second down and 9 to go for the Sharks. We'll see if they opt to put it in the air or give it to O'Shea. He's lined up as the up man. They hand it off to Pangilinan, and he goes nowhere, maybe a yard. But that is about it.
That was by number 59, Kevin Sebastian.
So it's going to set up third down, and we'll call it 8. So the Sharks, they look like they were moving. O'Shea was doing the job. The crowd was getting crazy, and now they stopped going to him.
Well, they've still got an opportunity to go to the air, Marty.
Well, I think they'll probably have to go to the air here, as it'll be third down and 7. Gordon just completing 1 pass today, so not a very good night for him.
That's right. And
O'Shea is out. Oh, the fake reverse. Gordon looking. Oh, he gets away, and he gets out for a first down. A nice move by Gordon as he shook off a couple of tackles. I thought he was down in the backfield.
That's what it looked like to me, too.
But a good move by Gordon. And I believe it is a first down, but they're going to measure. There's another look at it. We're going to have a measurement for first. I thought for sure that he had a first down. They sort of gave him a short mark there. This will be a big measurement, Max, because if he doesn't have it, that's going to set up 4th down in inches, and you know the Sharks will go for that one.
Well, it's hard to say.
Believe me, if it's 4th down, they'll go for it. And it is short, maybe about a half a foot. And I can't see the Sharks punting. They're down to the 35, and look who they bring in. Daryl O'Shiro, the big O.
Big O on number 4.
And Max, I'd be willing to bet the bank on who's going to get the ball here.
I wouldn't go against you on that one.
I can't see anybody getting the ball but Daryl O'Shiro. And I think everybody.
A quarterback sneak, though, Marty.
I'm going to go with O'Shiro. I think everybody in the stadium sees the same thing we do. 4th and inches,
including the Gecko defense.
He's the William Refrigerator. And they don't go to, they use him as the big blocker, and they give it to Pangolin, and he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew somehow the big O would be involved in.
I knew they weren't going to ignore him. They used him as a blocker. That's just as good. Him clear the path and let Pangolin go through. There's another look at it. He followed O'Shiro. Pangolin's a wise guy. He knows where his blockers are. Pangolin comes out, and the drive is alive as they take it out to the 34-yard line. That'll be 1st down and
Marty,
10.
It's kind of hard not to know where O'Shiro is.
Gordon under center. Pitch out to Sablon, and he goes nowhere. Stacked up by a slew of defenders. Led there by number 69. That is Richard Rossetti. So Sablon, maybe a pickup. Oh, we're not even going to give him a yard. No gain on the carry. So that's going to set up 2nd down and 10. And O'Shiro checks in.
This is a big
Bernard
drive.
Uggan will check out.
Big drive for the Gecko defense here to hold him back.
This is a key drive in this ball game. Sanchez trailing at 6-2. They would like to get on the board and take the lead, and then turn it over to their defense. O'Shiro, the Upmans, they give it to the big O. It's through the right side, and a big carry. A gain of about 8 yards. So O'Shiro showing some moves in there. He didn't just bowl ahead. He sidestepped a couple of people. Right. Here's another look at it.
Nice footwork.
Nice. Oh, there's a good move there, and he gets down for a gain of about 8. So that's going to set up 3rd down and 2. And they bring in Pangolin, and Sablon checks out.
O'Shiro's still out there.
3rd down and 2. A big play here. Look for O'Shiro or Pangolin to get the ball. The handoff to Pangolin and up the middle. 1st down and much more. Oh, whoa, ho, ho. He slips, and he's brought down at about the 2-yard line. So a huge run by Benji Pangolin, and the Sharks are in business. Here's another look at it. Pangolin breaks up the middle, breaks a few tackles, and then just tries to outrun him, slips. And a good run there by Pangolin. So the Sharks very much in business now, as they'll have 1st down and goal from about the 2-yard line.
Great reverse by Pangolin. He probably got another 5 yards on that one.
O'Shiro's in the ball game. He's the short man. They hand it to O'Shiro up the middle. He's stuffed. He goes nowhere.
Well, they're consolidating their defenses as you expect, Marty, but that could even open up a couple of ends there. You could see a short pass on the wings.
So O'Shiro tries to go up the middle and gets nothing. So that's going to, well, maybe a loss of about a yard. Call it 2nd down and 4.
About a yard. 2nd and about 6.
It's hard to see exactly what yard line they're in from here, but it looks like the ball may be resting on the 5.
Yeah, but just about the 5, I think, Marty.
And that's the end of the quarter. So they're going to run it down to the other side. It'll be 2nd down
into the 3rd quarter.
The Sharks on the edge of taking the lead here. They trail it 6-2. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm
Kurt Moreland. Welcome to Moreland's Insurance. You probably recognize our location in the Gannon Shopping Center, but did you know we have a new location in Diridor? Come on, I'll give you a tour. Meet our customer service representatives, Nancy and Christy.
Handoff to O'Shea up the middle, and there's no signal yet. No indication. Touchdown.
And there it is.
No, they're going to call third down. Third down. I thought when he stuck up his hand he was saying touchdown, but no, it'll be third down and inches. Here's another look at it. The quick handoff to O'Shea up the middle. And a nice tackle there by Cepeda to keep him out of the end zone. So that brings up third down and inches. O'Shea checks out of the game, and we have a timeout.
That's probably
Black.
Timeout by the Sharks as they prepare to take it in. We'll take a short break and come right back.
Hi, I'm Kurt Moreland. Welcome to Moreland's Insurance. You probably recognize our location in the Gannon Shopping Center, but did you know we have a new location in Diridor? Come on, I'll give you a tour. Our office manager is Nancy Tan. She's your commercial insurance specialist. Or see Laurie for all your...
He checked out, but he's back in there. So it's O'Shea and Pangilinan in the backfield. Gordon takes the snap, hands off to Pangilinan, fumble. Let's see who has it. I believe the Geckos have recovered. Oh my, what a big turnover that was. Pangilinan was hit. Here's another look at it. Pangilinan hit, popped out. Oh, I wonder who recovered that one, but a huge turnover. Pangilinan coughs it up at the 1 yard line as they were ready to take it in.
It couldn't get any closer than that.
We have first down, White. Timeout.
Well, timeout on the play. The Geckos with a big defensive stand getting the turnover. So for now, they're alive. We're going to take a short break. The Geckos lead at 6-2. As looked for sure to be taking it in for the go-ahead touchdown, but instead Benji Pangilinan coughed it up at the 1. The Geckos recovered, and they will now have first and 10.
Well, it's another possible safety situation here, though, looking at it.
Yeah, the last. Here's another look at it again. Watch Pangilinan. He will get hit right there. The ball comes loose, and I thought for a moment he had recovered, but instead they gave it to the Geckos. Woo! What a ball game. What a big play that was.
Let's see what Untalan can do here.
We'll see if Sanchez can stick it tough and try to get the ball back. Be important for the Geckos to try to move this one out deep in their own territory. Untalan under center. Oh, and he's fumbled. Who's got it? Safety. Another safety.
Just what I had told you there, Marty. Another safety situation coming up.
You called it. Here's another look at it. He went back and just ran into a man, fumbled. And the ball went out of the end of the end zone. You know, that's
actually almost a touchdown.
In all actuality, a bad break for Simon Sanchez.
Yeah.
Had they recovered that ball in the end zone, it would have been a touchdown. But instead, it bounded out of the end zone for a safety. So it's 6-4.
Well, you never know, Marty. This could end up being a tie game if we get another safety situation.
That's all we need. So the Geckos will kick it off now. Back deep for Sanchez, number 14, Mike Gordon, along with Bell. So we've seen this before, Max.
Yeah, and of course that's a great advantage of getting a safety, is not only do you get 2 points, but you get to go right back at the goal line.
Tell you though, you know Sanchez was thinking 7 instead of 2.
Yeah, you're right
they
about that.
They came out on the short end of that swap. And there's the kick. Deep, it goes to Gordon. Takes it at the 35, to the 40, 45, out to midfield, 45. Nice run back by Gordon as he takes it out, a return of about 25 yards. And the Sharks will take it at the 42-yard line. A good run back by Gordon. Here's another look at it. A nice kickoff.
We have illegal helmet contact. We first down.
So we got a penalty on this play here, Marty.
Here's another look at Gordon moving it upfield, and then to boot, a penalty, illegal helmet contact. So tack on another 15 yards. So the Geckos just shooting themselves in the foot. Sanchez is going to have it first down and 10 all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And if they can get Oshiro rolling like they did on that last drive, who knows?
Here's another look at it. Gordon works his way upfield in super duper slow motion. We're back to live action. We're back to live action. There's the handoff. That is Sablon on the carry. And he works it out for a gain of about, we'll give him about 3. So a pickup of 3 yards for Sablon. So they move inside the 25 down to about the 23.
Slow and steady wins the race, Marty. These Sharks are going to just have to make sure they don't give any turnovers.
I tell you, they have owned this second half pretty much. Second down and 7. Gordon takes the snap, handoff. That is, who is that? Number 49 on the carry. That's Adrian Lopolo, and he is injured.
No, that was Lazama.
Lazama?
43.
43, Troy Lazama.
And Troy Lazama looks hurt here, Marty. He's still down a bit.
And he's down. We didn't get a good look as to what happened, but they're checking what I think is his left leg.
Lazama is a 5'4", 155-pound senior from up in Jigo.
They're out tending him. Tell you what, Max, while they tend to him and try to fix him up, we're going to take a short break. Well, we'll take another look at this on instant replay. Here's that look. And it got kind of mixed up. Couldn't really tell. But he's...
Oh, we've got the wrong guy here, Marty.
There's the guy that provided the hit for the Geckos, number 49, Fernando Goomba. But he's running off the field under his own power, so that's a good sign for Lazama. Lazama, as he takes some high five, so it's going to set up third down and call it a long 2. And the ambulance just went racing away.
Which is a good sign. And so has the Lightning, Marty. It's stayed pretty nice out here tonight.
Now there's concern among the refs because there's an ambulance is supposed to be at these games at all time, and I think they're wondering if the ambulance leaves, do they continue to play? So we'll have to wait and see what the ruling is on that. But Lazama did walk off the field under his own power, so that's a good sign. We got third down and make it a long 2 as the Sharks look to try to take the lead. They trail it 6-4. We're early in the fourth quarter, maybe a couple of minutes into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break. Come
the
on
ambulance
back.
has left the field.
So the Sharks continue to move. A gain of 5 on the play. O'Shea with 42 yards now on 10 carries.
32.
Eddie Guerrero on that tackle there.
Eddie Guerrero.
And Lazama, who just checked out with that injury, comes right back in. So the drive is alive. It's down to the 20-yard line. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Sharks as they continue to drive to what could be the go-ahead touchdown.
Becoming familiar territory this half for the Sharks.
They've spent a lot of time in the Geckos area. There's the handoff. Big hit to Lazama. And he goes down, pickup of none, and he's hurt again. And this time he's holding his leg. It looks possibly like a left ankle, I think is what he grabbed right away. Here's another look at it. Lozama takes it and just got popped in the legs there. And now we bring up that thing, Max, where the ambulance is left. So
at least the trainer there has some ice on the leg to keep the swelling down.
So Lozama injured on one play, checked back in, and on the very next play get injured. Well, while they take care of Lozama, we're going to take a short break and come back. The Geckos clinging to a scary 6-4 lead.
The University of Guam is the major institution of higher education in the Western Pacific because UOG continues to lead through excellence.
Under his own power. We thought the ambulance has left, but it did leave, but we've been told that there are some paramedics that are here, so the referees say that qualifies as emergency care.
And speaking of emergency care, Oshiro's out there in an emergency situation, ready to go again, the big man.
Second down and 12, the snap to Pangilinan. Goes up the middle, round the right to side, he could be in! And he's down at about the 4-yard line. Pangilinan almost took it in. Here's another look at it. Broke some tackles along the right side. And he's just brought down there at the 2. Cepeda knocks him out of bounds. And I believe that is Cepeda injured on the play.
No, it's a 20. There's a 2 there.
Who is that? They say it's not Cepeda.
Yeah, it is. It's Cepeda.
If it's number 80, that is Cepeda.
You know, Cepeda just did a repeat performance, Marty. He was the one that kept him down on the 4-inch line.
Here's another look at it. Pangilinan running right. Oh, I believe it is number. I believe that's number 87. That would be Luis Santos. Yeah, because there's Cepeda standing in the back of the end zone, so he's fine. That is number 87, Luis Santos, who initially hit Pangilinan, and he's up. I think probably just knocked a little woozy.
Well.
Number 87, Luis Santos.
But Pangilinan with a big pickup of 18 yards on the play.
Injured on that play. He's up. Going off to the play. He's all right.
So that's going to set up 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. The Sharks were in the same situation just moments ago when Pangilinan turned it over. Oh, they're going to have a measurement. I thought for sure that was...
I'll say one thing, Marty. If the Sharks don't get in this time, Cepeda ought to be star of the game here. Not only scoring one, but preventing another touchdown.
Here's another look at it in slow motion. We can see Santos, I believe, just got kicked and fell hard. And indeed, I believe it is. Did they give him a 1st down, Max?
Well, from the indication of the Sharks crowd, it certainly looks that way.
It is a 1st down, so it'll be 1st down and goal for the Sharks at the 2-yard line. Oshira in the backfield. He's the lone back. Gordon under center. Quarterback sneak. Gordon tries to sneak it up, and I believe he stops short. Maybe down to the 1. So that'll set up 2nd down and a yard. As Gordon with the big keeper. I keep wondering when they're going to give it to Oshiro.
I have a feeling it's going to be this play, Marty.
You know he wants it. Oshiro remains in the backfield. Along with Sablan. Look for Oshiro maybe to block for Sablan. Gordon under center. Hands off to Oshiro. Oshiro along the left side, and he pounds his way in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Daryl Oshiro. I almost couldn't spit it out. Here's another look at it. Oshiro along the left side and just pulls his way into the end zone. And the Sharks have the first lead of the ball game.
If he couldn't get in one way, Marty, he found another one.
You know, he's happy about that one.
A lot of exultation there.
Timeout. Black. We have one timeout left.
And there you have the score. Sanchez has taken the lead over the Geckos 10-6. We have a timeout. We'll come right back.
Power burst.
Just take the lead 10-6. Midway through the point, a 2-point conversion would give them a touchdown lead of 6 points. So you know that's what they're going to be after.
An incredible control of the ball. The Geckos just haven't had much of a chance to do anything because the Sharks have had the ball the whole.
The Sharks have dominated this second half. The Geckos, like you said, really haven't had any opportunities whatsoever to score. So here they go for the 2-point conversion. Gordon hands off to Oshiro. No! He faked to Oshiro and went to sneak it himself, and flags flew everywhere.
All right, we have a corrective. No timeout left. We have a dead ball. We're ready to proceed to play against the Black. Fighting the ball before they're ready to play.
Here's another look at it. As Gordon gets taken down, so they move him back 5 yards and they'll try it again. So here they go with a second attempt at the 2-point conversion. Look for maybe a pass play on this one. Gordon lines up deep in the shotgun. Oh, and there's going to be a penalty. It looks like I think the Geckos jumped a little early there.
They make them a little closer. You're right, Marty.
And it will go even closer now. You know, but actually Sanchez loses on that because their penalty counts 5, but then you can only go half distance to the goal line the other way, so they lose about 2 yards on
But with
exchange.
Oshiro that close, still may be enough.
So here they try again. Gordon sweeping right, looking to get in, and no indication yet. And no, he is stopped just short of the goal line. So Sanchez fails to convert the extra point, but they have the lead as they lead it. 10-6, here's another look at it. Stopped just short there. And some good swarming defense by the Geckos kept them out. So they lead it. The Sharks lead it 10-6. We'll take a short break and come right back.
Well, they at least got to hope to get a good punt off if they...
First down and 5. Look for him to go in the air. Look for Cepeda. He's the big play man. They keep it on the ground. No, a halfback option. Pangilinan throws it. He's got Cepeda open.
Incredible.
Cepeda takes it down to the 45. A great call there by the Geckos. And I told you, look for Cepeda. He's your money man. Here's another look at it. Pangilinan has done this before. The nice pitch and the perfect pass to Cepeda, who's open. He beats Benji Pangilinan, takes it down to the 45.
Looks like Pangilinan could fill Untalan's spot.
They called him out. They called him out at the 49. They called him out at the 49, so it'll be second down now and about 3.
That's a great way to get back lost yardage on a penalty there, Marty.
There's the pitch. Pangilinan again, looks like the same play. Cepeda almost intercepted by Pangilinan.
Good halfback pass.
Woo! They went to the well one too often. Sanchez wasn't fooled on that one. And it almost went Pangilinan to Pangilinan for the interception. There's another look at it. He threw into heavy coverage. I count four defenders back there for Sanchez, and I know right now that they're not going to let Cepeda anywhere near that ball.
No way.
As he was triple and quadruple covered. The Geckos call timeout. They trail it 10-6. We'll take a break and come right back. A timeout on the field. The Geckos called timeout as they have 3rd down and make it a long 3 from the 49-yard line. They trail it 10-6, the first time all year long that GW has trailed in a ball game. Max, do you think they should run it or keep it in the air? They only need 4 to pick it up, and you know this is 2-down area right here.
Well, you hit
late
the nail on the head a minute ago there, Marty. They're going to be on Cepeda like I am on red rice. You know, they're going to be surrounding the fellow there.
So a big play here, 3rd down and 4 from the 49. The Geckos put 3 men in the backfield. Antolon under center. The handoff to Joe Aguero, and it's going to be close.
Very close.
It's going to be close. I think he got just enough maybe for the first down, and will depend on the mark. And I believe he does. Well, they want a measurement. They want a measurement. But from our vantage point, it is going to be real close. I think he has it, though, by maybe a yard. There's another look at it. I'm going to say he has this one by about a football length. So a big measurement here as the Geckos try to continue this drive, and here's the call. And no, they are going to say it is short by
2 inches.
By maybe 1 chain link. Oh my. 4th, it'll be 4th down and a chain link. I tell you, that must have been a right foot mark. Had he moved it to his left foot, that might have been just the inch that they needed.
This has been a game of inches tonight. Just outside the end zone, and here.
Without a doubt, this is the play of the game so far. 4th down and an inch for the Geckos, if they hope to keep this drive alive.
Well, they don't have an Oshiro, Marty. What are they going to do?
Look for Antolon probably on a keeper. Snap the handoff. Fumble, and he breaks the tackle and gets away for the first down. Joe Leon Guerrero, what a second effort. He was clearly down in the backfield, but a good move, a good second effort. Picks up the first down. Who was that in on the defense there?
42-yard line of the Sharks.
I believe that was number 21, Ron Wessling, that had a chance to stop him deep in the backfield.
I think when they saw him fumbling it a bit, they let up, and that opened the pocket.
Sort of a broken play, but Joe Leon Guerrero picks up the first down. A gain of 3. That's what he needed. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Geckos at the 42.
21 yards on 9 carries there. Is that what that is, Marty?
There's a back to Pangilinan looking for the pass. He has a man open. That is Troy Moylan on the reception. A pickup of about, well, not much, but pickup of about 5. So Pangilinan doing a lot of the passing here.
Looks like they'll be pulling him out here, Marty, for a little rest.
2nd down and 5 for the Geckos as they're on the drive at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 5 for the Geckos on the 35-yard line.
The short handoff to Leon Guerrero, up the middle, big gain. He takes it down for another 1st down, and the Geckos continue to drive.
They are not going to give this game away, Marty.
Number 3.
Here's another look at it. Right up the middle, a big hole. You could have driven a truck through that, Max.
Left side.
A gain of about 10.
With that run, we have geckos on their own 24-yard line. On the sharp 24-yard line. First and 10.
So it'll be first down and 10 for the Geckos at about the 20. Call it the 22-yard line. The handoff. That is number 32.
58 of the Sharks.
Eddie Guerrero on the carry, and he picks up maybe about 3. I'd like to tell you that our regularly scheduled programming will be carried immediately following this exciting IFL action. So if you got a favorite show coming up, don't worry, you're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss
Quick huddle there, Marty. These guys don't want to miss a touchdown either.
Yeah, well, there's not much left in this ball game. Second down. The option, there's a handoff to Joe Aguero, and he takes it down, and the Geckos continue to move. I think that's going to be enough for another first down, and it is.
Great fake to the left side. Aguero sweeping around on the right.
So the Geckos coming up with a big fourth quarter drive here. Nice play there. 4 minutes to go in the ball game, so plenty of time.
And what a game this is, Marty.
Plenty of time as the Geckos are on the move just outside the 10 at about the 11. First down and 10 from the 11. There you see on the sideline Pangolin getting some instructions. Antolin, stuffed inside. Big defensive play there by number 60. That's Charles Chikwara. But a penalty flag is down, and I think it's going to be a face mask. And he did. It is a face mask penalty. So this is going to keep the drive even more. So that should move him down to about the 5-yard line, Max.
Number 20, Al Respall, wasn't pleased about that one at all. He was making some motions out there.
So it'll be first down and about 6 inside the 10-yard line.
Well, now the shoe's on the other foot, Marty. The Geckos held off the Sharks. We'll see if the Sharks can do the same.
Face mask was the call. So it's out to the 7-yard line. Geckos on the drive, first and make it, about 6 for the first down. They can still pick up a first down without getting a touchdown.
About this Untalan, Pangolin, and Cepeda overdrive here. Think we'll see one of those moves again?
What kind of move is that?
The Untalan, Pangolin, and Cepeda combination.
I think right down in here, they probably just pack it in and try to run it in. You never know. That surprise play could work, though. And they're having trouble with the sticks. They can get down to about the 2-yard line and still pick up a first down. So it'll be second and call it about 6-yard line. 6 yards to go. 7 to go for the touchdown. Well, Max, we expected an exciting game, and we're getting it.
Well, this is why both of these teams are 3-0 at the top.
Antolin, the pitch to Pangolin, the pass. He's got a man open. And it's Aguero down to about the 1-yard line. That's going to be close. Max, you called it. Instead of going to Cepeda, they went to Aguero. Here's another look at it. A gutsy call down here. Pangolin gets it off, and a nice diving catch by Aguero. And it's going to be second down and about 2 now.
Always expect the unexpected, Marty. And that's what those Sharks are going to have to do.
So second down and 2 from, we'll call it the 3 or the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
Aguero's setting up again on this one.
The pitch to Aguero, and he stopped back. A good defensive stand by the Sharks. A pickup of no yards, so that's going to bring up third down.
You know, it's funny, Marty, just watching the way Aguero walked up to the line, you could almost tell he was going to run it. He had that cocky stance ready to go.
He wants it. Those money time runners want it when they get down close, that's for sure.
That's right. This is pay dirt country right here. But we'll see if the Sharks can earn their money holding them out.
A big third down play here. Third down and call it 4. Third down, and we'll call it from the 5. 4 to pick up the first down.
And 6 for touchdown.
Antolon, the handoff inside to Jolian Guerrero. He busts up the middle. Touchdown, Geckos! Here's another look at it, right up the middle. Joe Leon Guerrero shook off a couple of tackles and found his way in. And the Geckos, what an impressive drive in the fourth quarter to retake the lead.
Good play called by offensive coach James Lamont of the Geckos.
So that puts the Geckos on top now, 12-10. And a big extra point conversion here. There's Ivan Sharoma, the coach of the Sanchez Sharks. And boy, he has to be wondering what happened. I thought we had the game. But the Geckos were, oh, that was an impressive drive as they moved it all the way down the field.
It's been a great second half. And they need this insurance here, Marty, to prevent any threat from a field goal later on in the game.
Well, one thing working in the Geckos' favor is the Sharks don't kick. They have not lined up to kick an extra point or kick a field goal this season, so that aspect of the game can't be trusted very much for the Sharks. So in all likelihood, they'd probably need another touchdown. But what a ball game. Everything we asked for and more.
And the crowd seems to agree with you.
Ivan Sharoma on one end, Lauren Cruz on the other. And boy, how the emotions have turned here.
This is sort of a little preview to the playoffs here, maybe, Marty.
There's no doubt these two teams have dominated so far this season, and everybody knew that this was the game that everybody would be pointing to. Here's another look at it. A beautiful move inside. He had a big hole. Great blocking by the offensive line. And he scampers in Joe Leon Guerrero with the 5-yard carry for the touchdown. So here they set up for the 2-point conversion, a big conversion here. Oh, and he's stuffed. Anton, sacked by number 60, Charles Chikora. So there we have it. GW back on top as they lead it 12-10 with about 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Like could have been the winning touchdown, but the Geckos showed what they're made of, coming down, driving the distance of the field.
Up the kick for the Geckos. Number 59, Kevin Sputna. Deep for the Sharks, number 42, Benji Carolinas.
And there's the kick, short bouncing kick up to number 20. That's Al Respal, and he brings it out to about the 46-yard line.
Al Respal with about a 6-yard return.
So Sanchez will have it in good field position at the 46. We'll see if they can come back and do what the Geckos did to them. Put on a long drive. They have 54 yards to go to take the lead. We'll see if they can get into some sort of field goal range. We'll see if they'll opt to try for that. Looks like they'll probably go to the passing game as Oshiro checks out of the game. Gordon deep in the set, drops back to pass. Plenty of time, looks downfield. He's got a man open, and it's caught. Rex Bell, a big play down to about the 28-yard line. How did he get open? Here's another look at it. Gordon, plenty of time, good protection, and he finds Bell, who splits the defenders, takes it down to about the 20. They mark it out at about the 28-yard line. So a big play for the Sharks, and they're not dead yet. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Gordon back again to pass. looking downfield. He goes for Bell. He's open. Oh, just overthrew him. And Bell wanted some sort of an interference call. So that's going to set up second down now.
Rex Bell. This distance was Sanchez for 2nd and 10 on the 29-yard line of the Gecko territory.
Sanchez in the hurry-up offense as we're running out of time. No official time yet, but we know we're under 2 minutes. Snap back to Gordon, drops back to pass, looking, can't find a man, being rushed and he's sacked. Yeah! Number 74, Marvin Topazna with the big sack. And the Sharks are going to have to hurry up. I believe they've called a timeout. Here's another look at it. Gordon had plenty of time, but just couldn't find an open man, and Topazna in there with the big defensive play. So the Geckos come up with a big stand there. Moves it all the way back out to the 36-yard line. 12-10, the Geckos lead it as we're down to the final minute. We'll take a short break and come right back.
The University of Guam is the major institution of higher education in the Western Pacific because UOG continues to lead through excellence. Our campus boasts complete educational facilities, including the colleges of Arts and Science, Education, Agriculture, and Life Sciences and Computer Center. With the Marine Lab, Micronesian Area Research Center, and RFK Library to enhance our program, UOG offers you the opportunity to excel in your chosen field. UOG, your university leading through excellence.
And we had an injured player on the play. That's Benji Pangilinan. And he's gingerly coming off. Looks like an injury to his right leg. And boy, that could be a big loss for Sanchez. We'll try to find out what happened. Here we're back to action. Gordon dropping back to pass. Looking deep, going downfield. He's got Bell. Intercepted. Cepeda. He's looking around the left side. He's got open room. He's to the 50, to the 45, down to the 42. He's done it all game long. Danny Cepeda, there's a penalty flag on the play, but I'm sure that was on the run back. Here's another look at it. Gordon going downfield. He had Bell open, just overthrew him, and Cepeda, playing the deep safety, was right there for the interception. He worked it back upfield, brought it down to the 42. They'll take it back. Looks like there was like a clipping penalty on the play, but it will be the Geckos' ball. It happened after the interception. There's another injured Shark on the play, down around the 15-yard line. We can't tell who it is. I believe it's Rex Bell. We'll wait and see who it is. If we can take another look at that play, Cepeda coming up with a big interception, leaping high and above everybody else. Bell was open for a brief instant, and I thought he was going to haul it in, but it just went over his head. Here's another look at it at that super duper instant slow motion, and there you can see Bell taking a hard hit in the stomach. And I believe he got the wind knocked out of him. That is Bell. That is down on the field. Woo, he got a hit there. And we're back to action. And there he is. By lifting his pants there, they're trying to give him some extra breathing room. Here's another look at it in fast motion. Watch Bell as he will just get creamed right there at the end of the play. Took it right in the stomach. Cepeda brought it out to the 42, but it had been called back because of a penalty on the run back. And now he's getting up. He's okay. Looks like he took it where you don't want to take it. And he's going to be sore tomorrow. So the Geckos with a big defensive play. Danny Cepeda. We have about less than a minute to play in this game. Geckos holding on to a 12-10 lead. And we'll wait and see if the Geckos just decide to fall on the ball and try to run out the clock. It'll be first down from about the 22, and they're pack it in. That's what he'll do. Antalan will just take the snap and fall to one knee. And Sanchez a little aggressive in there. A tremendous effort by both squads today. It's tough that one team has to lose. But there's the star of the game so far. Danny Cepeda caught a 53-yard touchdown pass, has 2 interceptions, including the one to stop Sanchez's final drive here. Picked it off at about the 10-yard line, and that's the ball game. That is the ball game. The George Washington Geckos win a thriller over Simon Sanchez. The final today, 12-10. The Geckos remain undefeated at 4-0. Sanchez falls to 3-1. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have post-game from this exciting finish.
It's my date, Dad. Be nice.
First down for the Sharks. Gordon fakes left and is going right before he's brought down by Leloid Acosta.
Yeah, I'll get a phone. This is the whole team? Okay, I thought it was different. Okay.
Of course, the Sharks had a big loss. Blue Sharoma was suspended from the ball club. We'll be talking with the athletic director of Simon Sanchez a little bit later on about that. But they have Benji Pangolin in the backfield, and there he is with the ball, pitch left. Hurdles a player before he's brought down. Looks like they might be close enough for a first down.
He was brought down by Shane Hernandez.
And Shane Hernandez didn't play last week, or I should say on Wednesday night when the Islanders played against the Southern Rebels. He was out. He was hurt in our TV game last weekend. And Pangolin did pick up a first down. So first down for the Sharks at the 17-yard line of JFK, the opening drive for the Sharks. There's the pitch right to Pangolin. Gets around outside and brought down by a couple of Islanders there. Looks like Hernandez was in on the stop.
Seems to be a hurt player there down on the Islanders bench. If I could just get his number. Also, Sanchez players down.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back to GW Field in Manila, where injured players are getting off the field.
Edward Artero seemed to be shaken up on the last play offensively, but for JFK, Jason Iriardi was down also with a right arm injury. Hopefully both players will be back to play.
And there's a handoff up the middle. You see they got big number 16, Oshiro, in the backfield. He's get him in there to block. They use him on the goal line. Pickup of about 4 yards on the play. Here's a good look at the Sanchez offense. Richard Meno, Rivera, Pat Artero, Ed Artero, Roger Ruiz, and the boys, and Mike Gordon, the quarterback, a transfer. Or his dad was transferred, I guess. He's from Georgia, his first year here on Guam. And he's looking for Pangolin, and almost a nice catch there by Benji, but But no. So it's going to be 4th down for the Sharks. Just outside the 10-yard line. Covered the Sharks a while back, and they don't kick field goals. They punt, but they don't kick field goals. If they're too close to punt, they go for it. And this is an instance right here, 4th down.